So about 4 times in the last year, a ship's gone into his house. It's crap.
It's quite good at the start. It's really, really pants in the middle. And then Brandon Sanderson finished it up reasonably well.
Yeah.
It doesn't repeat itself at the start. It's like a quarter of the book is like a recap of each book. Is that the one?
I got up to the book where the last one he wrote, read the whole book, and it's like, well, nothing's actually happened on the story. It's not progressed at all, and gave up at that point.
That's because it was a bit loopy and dying. So
that was about 10 books in, I think it was, and then nothing came after that until
the world's great. I'm not sure the writing's great, but it's
yeah, the idea behind it was very good, but
bugger.
All right.
As far
Are we ready to go, boys?
No.
Yes.
We are live. Hurry up and have a wee dart.
Let me fly to my room.
Does it have a human head? Is it going, help me, help me?
I think the room's getting raided.
Okay, I'm going to start. Dart can keep up with us by listening. Last session, you decided to do a little bit of investigation, to confront your fears, and to go after the Teufel Terror, which turned out to be a really quick fight.
Yeah, surprisingly.
I'm not when there's 7 of you. As the creature falls to the ground, you hear a number of cheers goes up around you and clapping. And as you look about, you can see from various windows and balconies, and not as many balconies here, but windows especially, open doors. You can see many of the poor people of the district, in the Docks district, all standing, watching the events unfurl. And you all get a cheer.
There's a fine for that.
I was just thinking that.
Late night cheering. Fine for that.
Well, it's spectating, not helping.
Disturbing the peace.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, I think we'll let them off.
I believe Thomas wanted to decapitate said beast and drag head back to barracks.
Yeah,
I
said to cut the head off because I saw that I cut the head off, but yeah, we were going to show it off as evidence.
Okay.
Oh, we could probably sell it as well for money after that.
Well, thinking about it, the body, are these things edible? Because that would probably actually feed the whole of this quarter for the next few months.
No, that's not a good idea.
You don't know whether it's edible or not, and even though and even Thomas doesn't know whether it's edible.
I wasn't going to eat any. I was just thinking that we left it, the body's going to disappear because they might actually.
Well, what's the plan for the body? You have a headless troll body that's bleeding everywhere.
Is it still burning?
The fire's probably died down now and left a very charred headless troll.
Barbecue troll.
Where do we need to move it? city can get rid of it.
Is it? Oh, what the hell?
Does it
That's his
have
hope.
clothes on?
You
Any
said
sort of
it was
armour? and things?
armoured.
Got a big hook.
It would have a loincloth on.
Yeah, no armour.
No.
Right.
It was just thick, leathery skin.
So it's
I'm going to sword and cut open the stomach. See if there's any evidence of who it's eaten and things, just in case there's belongings in there.
yeah.
That is
never know.
very good thinking.
You will probably find 4 or 5 trinkets. A mixture of maybe signet ring here and there, maybe a watch badge.
Right.
But nothing is really, and a lot of it is kind of melted and fused by the troll's gastric acid.
Is it gold or silver though? Because what we can do is hand it into the watch, and if nobody claims it, it goes into the watch funds.
There'll probably be maybe a couple of items of gold, small signet rings, maybe silver gold type thing.
Yeah. That goes to our daily quota.
Okay.
Because whoever wants to claim it will have to prove it was there, which will be impossible.
Yep. All right. Anything else you want to do with the body?
It's too big to move.
Well, we should probably. Is it only us on duty tonight? Because we should probably get someone to guard it and tidy it up, right?
Well, we need to get an artist so we can stand over it and get a picture drawn.
Who's got the highest art skill?
Get a picture drawn if you want.
Yeah, I've only got 28 in it, so there'd be 6 figures from me.
Yeah, I got 28. I'm no good at hands. Yeah, I mean, just let's go back to the headquarters and tell them what's happened.
Well, take the head to the dock so we're not.
Oh yes,
looking
yeah,
at
yeah. We need to show that we killed the troll so we can give us that name.
Oh,
Brugger. Yeah.
yes.
He was going to give us a name to who set us up or towards that.
Ah, because I missed the start of the other session. So
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that is correct. You head back towards the rugger boarding house, and before you get anywhere near it, he comes out. You're not bringing that in my wife's place.
Wasn't planning on
All
it.
that luck. You got it then.
Yeah.
Either that or it's a really good papier-mâché head.
Well, not with that mess that you're dripping everywhere. So, promise is a promise. You held your end of the bargain. Guess you're expecting me to hold mine.
We never had a doubt what you'd hold up your end.
Well, the names you're looking for is Spoutman. I know
Altman.
Spoutman. E-I-N-A-U-G-E. And then Spoutman. S-P-A-L-T-M-A-N-N.
What was the first name? E-I-A.
E-I-N-A-U-G-E. Einauge. Now,
What's his Spoutman? What?
Einauge Spoutman. So look, he's known around these parts. Not one of my crew. He's a bit of a bully, mercenary for hire.
Wait, he's
As far as I know, He ain't in town.
Do you know where he's gone?
I don't.
So do you know where he stays when he is in town? Has he got a sweetheart or a particular lodging house he takes?
Well, I'd love to say he stays here, but he doesn't. Franz Loner's place, the Red Moon Inn. But I'd be careful about what you say and what you accuse the owner of doing.
Well, he owns the inn.
Sorry. No, Spaltman stays there. He doesn't own it.
Okay.
He just warns you to be careful about what you accuse Franz Loner, the owner, of doing.
We don't know what she's been doing anyway.
Harboring a potential criminal, I'm guessing. Don't do that.
I think Franz is a male, isn't he?
He is, yes.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Probably someone we shouldn't mess with then.
Well, to be fair, he's just the innkeeper, isn't he? He's got nothing to do with Spaltman.
He is, but he also has a bit of a reputation. Ex-mercenary himself.
Loyalty to...
He does have a reputation.
Did you find a little fly?
Yes, I found a little fly.
It was in my pie.
Yes, it's Thursday.
Your popular stream, you'd have about 20 people all lip reading what Dart said then.
Yes,
Posting it on screen.
with subtitles.
She forgot it's Thursday, Dino.
She forgot it's Thursday. Oh.
Yeah, but Simon, you do.
Forgot what?
Yeah,
That's
put a sign
fine,
on
you do.
D&D. Do
Yeah,
not
but-
disturb.
My door's
Yeah.
never shut.
Put a red light. Put a sock on the handle.
Oh, red light above the door. That's
My
me.
grandma had a red light at the front of her front door.
Who did?
My gran.
Did she?
It was in the porch, but it was actually kind of one of those glass things that had different colours, but the red glowed higher than the other ones, and everybody laughed at me.
Did she get lots of people knocking at the door?
No, she thought it was hilarious.
Bless.
Nans are the best.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head back to the barracks.
Well, ask Rugged, do you want this head or shall we dispose of it?
No.
Okay,
Just shakes his head. Just dispose of it, he says.
that's fine. Just wanted to make sure you didn't want it mounted outside the inn
No,
or
yeah.
something.
We can sell it. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's some people around here that will buy a troll's head for coin. Yeah, maybe some doctors or
Some mad alchemist or wizard,
Yeah.
maybe.
Maybe.
oh, besides, let's show it around the watch first.
What? Take the watch.
Yeah, you can guarantee that Rudy's not going to be impressed. He's going to complain that we've upset the balance or something stupid like that.
We're maintaining the balance by keeping the population at steady growth.
Oh, you return back to the barracks with the head intact. It causes quite a stir. Rudy is not impressed, but not for the reasons you might think.
Does he tell us he's not impressed or unhappy?
He just shakes his head. He says, "That wasn't watch business."
Yeah. It's reasonable. We're not paid to mess around with trolls.
You're not paid to mess around with trolls. You're not paid to put your life in danger. You're paid to keep the balance.
We kept the balance by stopping people from disappearing from the docks.
Ah, well, you've done that. I'll give you that.
There was a child. Well, there was a child there who said his mum wouldn't come to watch because we do now. So we thought we'd show the boy that the watch can do things.
Well,
Maybe that way, then people will come forward and say, I've got this information for you.
well, let's hope so. Let's hope that the dock workers and the dock folk are a little bit more responsive.
But thanks for thinking of us. We did, we didn't do this lightly.
No, I can see. He nods over at Ella. You should probably get some rest and get that bandaged up.
Oh yeah, I need dead.
Well, actually,
Now I'm going back to bed.
could try and tend that wound, Ella, if you want.
All right, you can give me a heal roll then if you wish.
Can I assist?
How do I do
Yeah,
that?
you can
Would be
assist,
helpful.
So that will give you a plus 10.
Keep
How
your
does it
hands-
work?
Keep your hands off me bits.
Roll a heal check. And add a plus
Is
10
it a
bonus.
rest and recovery wound or something?
To roll a hold on.
Because there's a button here that says rest and recovery wounds.
We'll do that in a second.
Yeah,
But,
this aids it or gives you bonuses or something. You good at it, Landman?
I love the fact
not
that
that
everything's a bit
way.
all over the place.
Ram Ram?
Sorry?
You only good at healing?
Yeah, not bad.
Good.
Bloody hot. Okay, give me a heal test, please.
Do I need to make one to assist or
Nope.
just
So it's an average heal test with a plus 10 bonus.
In modified up at 10 or?
Yeah,
Or-
plus 10. Yeah.
what? Heal test? Oh,
Ooh, still successful.
One success.
am I supposed to be doing that as well?
no?
What's your intelligence bonus, Rembrandt?
It's 36, so I presume 3.
Yeah, so you can heal 4 back from the tending that you get from Rembrandt.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then you can settle down for the night and have a sleep. And so, give me a second. I'm just opening Ella's character sheet. So whenever you're having a sleep or an overnight rest, if you are wounded, you can hit that bed button next to the thing, which simulates having a rest and will roll against your endurance to see if you heal or what you heal overnight.
Oh, okay.
Did you add your 4 back?
Yeah, I put the 4 in already.
Okay, so hit that rest and recover button.
Is it an average roll or a what?
It is an average roll, correct.
I've just been working out from Rembrandt's
Ooh.
roll what his heal is, and it's literally
No-
1 point below mine.
So
Nothing.
unfortunately,
more
that,
like it.
that night of
Exactly the
rest,
same.
the wounds that you still have are rather painful, and so you do not heal anymore overnight.
It's just as well that Rembrandt's healing.
Don't worry about it. Set your wounds back to full. If you're damaged, set them all back to full.
Wait, what?
Set your wounds to full.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to go through that so you understand how it works.
Right.
We're still technically exploring the rule set right now as part of the starter adventure. Medi.
Oh, it's a lot harder to
Yes, sir.
heal than D&D, isn't it?
Correct,
Yeah.
yes. And if you've got criticals, it's even worse. Roll me a d10, please.
which is why it was worth putting points into heal skills.
The
Or
best
random.
you come up with over the space of 2 or 3 days of enquiries is an offer of 6 shillings for your troll's head from a local taxidermist.
So do we all put 6 in, or
No,
does
it's not
it?
6 each, it's 6 total.
So
That's a
we
bit
split that
pants.
by 5, since 2 people on here.
How much would it cost to get a troll's head preserved and taxidermied?
Probably a gold crown.
Oof. It's almost tempting, though, isn't it?
Yeah, by the time we say it with gold crown, it'll be just like a skull. Yeah, we'll take the 6.
You can haggle if you want.
Okay.
I mean, I'm happy to give it a bit of a haggle if no one's particularly suited to it.
I've got a pretty high haggle skill.
Well, I was gonna say it's 6 is all right, but there's 8 of us, and I'd prefer one each, and maybe one for our watch captain, so maybe 9.
So what you're really looking for is a gold crown, aren't you?
Gold crown would be lovely.
Oh no, no. How many?
No, we would really
Yeah.
want gold crown.
No,
but
gold
How
crown's
much for a gold
20.
crown again? I keep forgetting.
Gold for that? You must be
Yeah.
dead.
I stand by my statement.
Give
Gold
me
crown
a
is what we want.
haggle roll, please.
Yeah, judge it as average.
It's challenging because
Challenge,
it's a
sorry, yeah.
Can he get a bonus from my assistance? Not that it matters.
I'm going to use a fortune to re-roll that.
Okay.
Hang on. Wait, what's your haggle? 60?
No, 44.
Oh.
I think haggle is more of a personal thing, right?
It
it's
definitely
harder
is.
for somebody to help.
Okay.
Unless somebody's
You tend to
intimidating,
find, yeah, you tend to find if you're haggling and somebody butts in, it throws the whole thing off.
Yeah.
All right. He'll give you
Is my
Eight.
mic activating when you guys are talking? So I can't. I think my mic's activating.
No, it doesn't seem to be. Not often. He will give you a total of 8 silver
That
shillings.
works.
Shillings.
One each.
That's a silver
No,
shilling
it's-
each plus 1 for the watch captain.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll shake his hand on that. That's
Hang on,
good.
divide 2 by 5.
No, we're going to share it fairly.
Yeah, but they're not here, so we don't have to tell them.
They are
Yeah, but-
here. They're just at the barracks.
Yeah, but they're
Remember,
sleeping. No one will
Kate's the
know.
one that actually killed it.
Yeah, I think it's.
No,
what
Guy killed it, didn't he? It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said, Kate.
Kate,
Okay, that's right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, after
look, we all took a risk. We should all get some other reward.
Correct.
Exactly.
stabbed it, and we
Ella,
tell the
Ella, so we're part of a group here. We're part of a fellowship, but that's from a completely different book. But we all help each other out. In a moment of need, we'll come and help you. We expect you to do likewise. So we all took the danger, and you'll always be friends now.
I should take a bit more because I'm the one that took all the damage.
Yeah, you only got hit once.
Yeah,
We killed it that fast.
And who patched you up, Ella?
Yeah, Elgas patched you
All
up,
right, fine, I'll take it. Yeah, all right.
So do you owe them maybe a silver for healing you?
At least one.
Oh, do you want to charge me for healing you? Oh, right. No, I think we'll go back on the other deal. We'll one.
I mean, to be fair,
I thought we should. Yeah, that sounds about right.
what I will say though, Ella, is there's a fine for arguing.
And it's silver shilling.
The silver shilling.
Okay. How, as a group, over the next couple of weeks, how do you go about doing your watch duty? Are you harsh and make a name for being quite harsh? Are you fair but consistent? Do you treat some people and let some people off versus others? So show more leniency.
I would say leniency.
Yeah, well, I
I'd go
personally,
first in-
yeah,
I wouldn't.
I want to swindle the poor.
I would agree with that. Rembrandt's quite keen to do his job properly, as he's been ordered, but if someone's really, really poor and well out, then he's got a bit of a soft touch on that.
Yeah. So that's more or less fair, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Start. Roll a d6 and a d10, please.
Me,
Yes, you.
a D6 and a D10.
Yes.
At the same time, or two separate
Yeah,
things?
that's fine. So over the next couple of weeks, because you you start to show a little bit more leniency and you know, people that you think are genuinely poor, you kind of turn a little bit of a blind eye to the things that they're doing versus other people. Your pickings and your takings are down on what you did during your tenure with Clump and Klug in tow. You may add 5, well actually they're not down. This is the other way around. 5 silver shillings and 2 brass pennies to your character sheets.
5 shillings.
2 pennies. You had a good roll there.
7.
Yeah, a 5 and a 2. So you've got 5 silver.
Why is it a 1D6 and a 1D10 anyway?
D10s for the silvers, D6 for the pennies.
By the way,
And don't forget to put your 1 silver on from the head.
Already done that.
Still can't afford armour, but, well, not.
I guess the key is, have we paid enough to Clump and Klug to keep him sweet?
you have. Yes.
Okay, good.
So it's winding up towards the end of that particular month. As always, the captain brings everybody together in the common room, where she comments on various members of the watch and their activities over the last month that's brought commendation, notice and reputational value to the watch. As she's kind of going round, she says, Sergeant Clump and Klug, front and centre. And he kind of stands up and lazy salute, and she kind of waddles over to the front. Well, Captain, I have to say, you have made an excellent name both for yourself and for the watch this last month. So much so that I'm presenting you with this Order of the Town. And she bends down and she pins a medal to his chest. And with that comes a small stipend from the city. And it's a rather fat-looking purse of coin. Watch members, I would like you to take note of the sergeant's swift and daring actions in the defence of Ubersreich over the last month. He single-handedly slew the Teufel Terror. He rescued a number of innocent citizens from a burning building, risking his own life and limb in doing so. He's arrested several criminals and brought them to a swift but just justice. We'd like to thank him on behalf of the people of the council of the city and encourage him to continue to do so. And as she's saying this, he's beaming, he's smiling.
Can I cheer?
He locks eyes on each one of you.
Can I cheer?
I'm slowly shaking my head as she's saying that. I'm looking at it.
Now, I'm going to smile at him and give him the biggest slap on the back I can think of.
Okay.
Yeah, if I did that, I might knock him out.
I'm gonna just
Yes. Well, I have to say, some of these activities were rather difficult, and I did have the task of shepherding our new recruits at the same time, which did make it even harder because of their reluctance to involve themselves in these activities. Nevertheless, I will never rest while injustice lurks in Ubersreich. I will continue to uphold the laws of the city, to do good by this fine town, and of course, to provide my small experience and talent as a watch sergeant to our erstwhile new recruits. Now, on that note, I think I'll go and spend a few of these coins on a well-earned drink. Good night, all. And he says that, and he kind of walks past the captain, back from the back, and disappears into the dark.
As he's walking out, I'd like to give a slow golf clap.
Okay.
I think Rembrandt's going to join you on that.
Yeah.
What's a golf clap?
Sarcastic clapping, basically.
Oh, right.
You're not meaning it.
Yeah.
Well, you are out on your own. The arrangement with Klumpenklug continues. He expects his take on a weekly basis, and the relationship becomes more and more strained as over the next month he takes credit for more of your actions and
Before we go any further, I'd like to show the captain my wound from a troll.
Right, you show the captain your wound from the troll.
Also, because I can read and write, I've been writing down each night what happened each night on the watch.
Writing a journal.
Sorry, what?
Been writing a journal.
Yes, but I haven't done anything with it.
Okay.
But I will tell the rest of my group that that is what I've done and wonder what I should do with it.
I suggest you keep that very close to yourself. Klumpenklug has the ability to end our term in the watch, so we need to keep him sweet until we have evidence to release ourselves from this obligation.
Are you having this conversation in the barracks? Are you having this
Hell no.
conversation
No.
when you're off duty?
We'll be out and about, I think, when nobody can hear us, and it'll be a very quiet conversation. And I will add to the conversation, well, whispering very conspiratorially, after tonight's fiasco, I wouldn't mind if Klumpenklug took a walk off that pier.
This will be in the middle of a bridge, so there's nobody that can overhear.
In a vacuum.
With some of them really heavy shoes on.
Yeah, type.
So have I done my job? Have I done my job properly? And you absolutely hate his guts now.
Oh god, yeah.
I did from day one.
He's just doing what he has to do.
No, he's not. He's the kingpin of the criminal underground here, by the sounds of things.
He's a jumped up little shit.
Well, no, he's worse than a criminal because he pretends to be a cop as well. So I like him even more because I know criminals, but
He's not a kingpin. He's just the guy who keeps all the factions sweet and makes everything run smoothly for everybody.
And feathers his nest very, very nicely.
Oh, of course.
so the captain obviously doesn't know all about this then.
No, captains don't. The captains only believe what the sergeant tells them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think the captain suspects something, which is why she looked at us.
Couldn't give a crap as long as the watch is making her look good.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There is an element of that. So say it's probably been maybe a month after that. You've gone through another one of these award ceremonies where you've had to sit and listen to Klumpenklug take credit for some. He's very clever. He doesn't take credit for all of your activities, just some.
I'm surprised how he was able to do the old one since we brought a head into the watch and everyone saw it.
Who's going to go across him though? Because how many other people who watch have their lives in the balance of him?
Though, when we brought it in.
Pardon?
A good portion. And the rest of them are too comfortable to care.
Yeah, but wouldn't the captain have been there when we brought the thing in?
No.
Not necessarily.
No, the captain's quite high up.
She lives,
She wouldn't be hanging around the barracks.
she doesn't live in the barracks, actually, she lives somewhere else.
Yeah, she'll be in Morgan's higher standard, something like our artisan quarter.
Or over at whatever it is, Blackrock, where it's all fancy and posh.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the castle there, isn't it? I presume that's...
My view is the captain will be here once a month, or perhaps with new prisoners. Or new recruits, should I say.
You've just finished breaking up another brawl.
Hey, if it's another month, that means we get paid, don't we?
Bastard.
You've just finished breaking up another brawl. The brawl spilled out from one of the local pubs out onto the street. You're currently going through each individual, giving them a choice. Pay the fine or pay the time. And as happens most of the time, they pay the fine. Can every one of you give me an average perception test, please?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Deception.
That's why I want to raise my initiative.
By the way, I don't have a heal skill on my list, so that means I'm not... I don't...
Yeah, I made it.
He's one of those ones that you
You're not
train.
trained in it.
Right.
Interesting.
Elgast and I are obviously very perceptive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
considering I have my
Uh,
perception skill is 33.
oh,
They at this time are
Is
off
that-
doing other things.
hang on, is that average or just
Average.
challenging?
Average.
Or... Balls.
Ella's too busy extracting the fines to notice this individual propped up far end of the bar, foaming mug of beer in her hand. As she spots you catching a glimpse of her, casually raises a glass and with the other hand just gives you a single come over here gesture.
Wander over.
Yeah, if everything looks reasonably under control, I'll head over.
Yeah, and I'll go with you.
Well, that was a good handiwork.
I'm assuming by her attire, she looks like she may be in the mercenary trade.
She looks official. Yeah, mercenary or something.
Got quite a good hat on, so she might be reasonably well ranked.
Guard, maybe. There's
I
a
think that's what I'm
skull
not.
on the cross on the breastplate.
Hmm.
Does that mean anything to us?
Well, that was some handiwork. Glad I found you. I've only been here a few days, been searching around all over. I heard that there was a group of watch that were a little bit more proactive, a little bit less in the pockets of others. You look like it. Name's Ilsa Fastenvend. Fastenvutend. Yeah. Have a job for you. If you're prepared to do it, I guarantee it'll clear you from Klumpenklug. Not only that, it'll clear you from the whole watch. If I've piqued your interest, meet me at the Exploding Pig tonight. I'll tell you everything there. She downs her ale, nods to each of you with a little tip of her hat, and saunters out.
Did she have a time? Or just,
Tonight.
8
right.
o'clock.
Hmm.
Did she seem to have anything official about her, like city city guard type of thing, emblems or?
Okay. all of you give me average Reichland law test. Law Reichland tests.
Yeah, I ain't got it, so intelligence.
I got it.
I ain't got that.
Does she have any markings on her? Might be able to use heraldry for?
No, not heraldry.
What was that? Average or challenging? Sorry.
Average Reichland law test. If you don't have Reichland law, you may make a straight up intelligence test,
Yeah, I did.
just as Elgas did.
Vulcan and I have done all right.
Mm.
I've got very good
Yeah,
intelligence.
my only law skill is torture.
Law torture.
Yeah, that's the only law skill I've got.
Ella today is not on her best game.
Nah.
She is still too busy
Fines.
extracting a few extra coins from a couple of the more reluctant people.
He's in pocketing his money. Then.
I think she's literally got her head in the clouds.
No, that's my job. I do it for business. I just don't know.
Wearing the attire of a typical road warden.
Oh, right.
Ah.
Okay. That's one of my plans for the future.
What?
When I finish, which should say, if I survive that long, Road Warden was potentially the next thing I was going to.
What, change class, you mean?
You
Interesting.
Eventually.
you spend the rest of your day going about your business as normal. Clock off duty, hand in your fines, and so during the afternoon, is there anything particular you want to do? Or do you want to just roll straight into the meeting with Ilsa?
Does anyone need to do any more shopping?
Should we find out if Spaltman's come back or not as well?
Spaltman?
The one that framed us.
Mm.
Oh, involved in framing us.
Oh, that's true. We could try and quietly put out some feelers.
Okay, give me challenging gossip tests, please. As you ask about town over the last sort of few days to see if Spaltman has returned.
Everyone
I would
or
call it
just
Spectrum,
certain
but-
people?
That feels like Ghostbusters.
Everyone or just certain people?
All of you. If you're interested. If not, you don't have to roll.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
So you got gossip.
Gossip at challenging, please.
Right, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not really good at it. Oh,
Bloody
yeah.
hell, Olga.
I'm clearly having trouble saying his name.
See, I'm crap at it, but with that roll, could have been for something a bit more useful.
He hasn't returned recently. In fact, he's not been seen.
Can I?
You get,
Oh, wait. Oh,
you all, you get
oh.
it's a very good roll, yeah, well done. You get a
Can I use my intimidation as well to get a bonus?
no. Choose one, either intimidate somebody or gossip, right?
Oh, okay, cool.
Just be careful with intimidate. If it goes wrong, it might go wrong. The general consensus, he hasn't been seen in the docks for the past few months.
Since
Somebody tells you actually, funnily enough, he hasn't been since the day after the marketplace brawl.
He's probably just staying in the town because he knows if he comes back, we'll probably be on to him.
he's probably the one that's committed the murder and then
They
ran.
tell you to keep clear of him.
Are we? Oh.
He is a dangerous man. You learn that he is known for his rather interesting and elaborate double-stringed crossbow.
I want one of those.
Fired 2 bolts before needed to be reloaded.
Which is what he did at the marketplace.
I want one of those.
He typically comes in and out by barge. But he hasn't been seen for the last couple of months.
So we don't really need to be asking people. We can just speak to Rugger and get him to tell us when he comes back if he's coming back in by barge.
Okay.
That's just my thought.
If that's an avenue you want to pursue, I need a challenging charm test from you.
I mean, I'd like to perhaps put a bit of coin there as well. Not a lot of coin, but put a bit of, a couple of silver or something there.
Okay.
But I'll challenging. Right, here we go.
Ooh.
Oh, indeed.
So I'll give him 2 silver, and so it would be a favour to us, and how we helped you at the docks as well. If you could let us know when Spaltman comes back. I mean, we've been told he uses the barges to come in and out the city. We don't make a lot of money in Watch because we don't take a lot of bribes or a lot of fines even. So I could spare a couple of silver for you if that helps, Mr. Rugger.
He takes the money, pockets it. I'll tell you what. I like you. You're true to your word. You help the docks. You've been pretty fair to some of my guys over the last couple of months, and I'm grateful for that. Some of them got what you did to them. That was fair. Oh, thanks. Go on. Well spotted, Dart.
You're welcome.
Normally the door's open just enough for him to get himself in and out. Now look. I live by a code, me. That code says I don't ask who brings what into the city, who comes and goes on the river. But in this instance, I'll give you a heads up. Now, I'm not telling you how much of a heads up I'll give you, but I'll let you know if he comes in. But only if he comes into the city. Where he chooses to go, who he associates with after that, not my problem, and not something I'm going to tell you.
No, Mr. Rugger, that's more than what I expected. Thank you very much, sir.
You don't tell anybody that we have this agreement.
I won't indeed. My lips are sealed, and you know they will be.
All right. Anyway, moving back on to the day you meet Ilsa Fassenvutend. What do you want to do? Anything you want to do for the afternoon before you're off duty for the evening and go and meet with her?
I'm assuming we'll have a little bit of a chat as we're patrolling around when we've got sufficient room and we don't think anyone's particularly listening.
Yep.
I'll come running up behind the group as I've just been to see Rugger. I'll shout, guys, Rugger says he'll look out for no one.
Yeah, you'd be found at the bottom of the river.
Yeah.
Or rather, you wouldn't be unless somebody goes diving.
Do you reckon to this Ilsa then? Be good to be out from under
Yeah.
our glorious leader.
I quite happily join road wardens to get out rather than the watch.
Yeah, but we've got to be careful about how this happens and what she wants us to do.
Yeah, that's the thing. Has she got the authority to?
Indeed, and not being funny, but we've given the good sergeant a very good name over the past couple of months.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy to see us leave. Was it?
If
That
ever.
is reputation.
We'd need
Yeah,
some
that's
pretty
the
good
problem.
evidence or pretty good leverage to get something over him, I think.
Maybe she's got it.
Maybe.
That is what she implied, that we'd get out from under him.
Yeah, well, I'm starting to think we've
But-
made ourselves too useful to the sergeant, like you just said.
But getting out from under him, who do we put ourselves under?
Mm. But if we can get out from the city, which the road warden's hiring us, I'm guessing it's not going to be something within the city itself. We are
Use a
obviously,
change of scenery.
yeah.
Is anybody else attempting to click apply bleeding and see what happens?
No.
Sorry.
I'll do that to you later. It's nasty. believe
So,
me.
for reference to me, road wardens are basically like the road patrol, right? They're highway cops.
It's
what's-
the equivalent of Uber's Reich Highway Patrol. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
what's the hierarchy then?
Yeah.
Would they be more senior to the City Watch?
Outside.
Are outside the city. They report to the Empire,
Right.
whereas the City Watch report to the city.
Gotcha.
So
So
they're
is it the
they're-
FBI?
and they are responsible for the road system.
Yeah.
The road wardens are state.
Correct.
Could you stretch my legs, to be fair? Besides, the sergeant won't miss us for one night, right?
Damn right. Let's go to the exploding pig and see what happens. We can speculate, but it's always nice to find out.
I'm assuming it won't be seen as a miss us going to the exploding pig, because I'm assuming we've been to a few different taverns on our time off.
We've been to the exploding pig
You
already, haven't we?
circulate around a number of taverns, to be fair, depending on what you fancy, whether you're feeling flush from a day's activity or poor from a lack of activity. So, you absolutely.
Yeah, the exploding pig's that decent pub I've written down here, which is traders and so on.
Yes, correct. You arrive at the pig probably 15-20 minutes earlier than 8 o'clock, find a table, get some beer, start drinking.
Sorry, that stuff keeps going to chat. I was just looking at stuff.
Yeah, no, it's fine. By all means, have a look.
Yeah.
About 20 minutes or so after you've arrived, you can see how she walks in, looks around for a brief second, sees you, moves over, sits down, grabs the beer from in front of Thomas, downs it in one. Puts the glass down, looks at Thomas, nods. Oh, that's better. Tell you, there's nothing worse than being painfully sober. Barman, around. She pulls out a gold coin. places it
Assuming
on-
Thomas goes from looking a bit grumpy to cheering up a little bit at the sight of that.
She pulls out a gold coin, passes it over to the barman. Keep 'em coming all night. Last round's the good stuff. Bugman's. Aye, he says. Aye, I can do that.
Bugman's, eh? You are treating us rather well.
Well, like I
What a
said,
drink.
I've got something for you.
Can I just ask, is this one of those things where we have to be so drunk we agree?
Well, if it makes you feel better, if it helps you to agree, no, I think I can persuade you to agree without needing the beer. That's why I said the Bugman's at the end and not the beginning.
Ah,
Well,
good
Good
thinking.
question. If I wanted you drunk, it'd have been Bugman's first, cheap shit later. Doing it the other way around. But
No.
I like the way you think. So, I've got this prisoner, stonemason. Name of Maura. Cold bastard he is. Murdered many. Knocked a head clean off. Was tried. Found guilty. Awaits execution. All's well, eh? Well,
straightforward.
no. For good or ill, Reichland watches for signs. Holy signs. If a prisoner is scheduled for execution and something goes really wrong, the execution is stayed. Executioner's axes break, lightning strikes, the headman's block, time to reschedule. Most times, second execution gets the job done. But not always. Some things go wrong twice. Then a third date set, a final date. You see, if a third execution goes wrong, it's deemed to be the will of the gods interfering for an innocent man and the prisoner set free, fully pardoned. Twice Mara has gone to the block, twice he's come back. The man's evil. Know it? Think the dark gods are watching him. His final execution date's approaching, yet the poor excuses for watchmen here want no part of it. Sodden cowards. So, I got to thinking, that's where you come in. I know Clump and Clue from way back, total scum. Asked around about you. Reckons you might want to be free of him, and the watch. So here's the deal. You escort Myra to the block with me 4 days hence, and I'll get your sentences commuted for services above and beyond. No more death sentence. No more Sergeant Crapsack Klumpenklug. Free and clear. To do what you want. What do you say?
I'd like to. It's simple enough, but what happened at the last 2 executions? Why did they go wrong?
Good question.
You don't say, maybe.
I'm actually having a look.
Yeah, Remat does kind of nudge Longbone and say, good questions, but can it be worse than a troll?
It depends. If somebody's been paid to maybe sabotage it.
If he's being watched by the dark gods, as they said, then yes, it could definitely be worse than a troll.
Worst comes to worst, I could always put him down myself.
Yeah.
No, you can't, because you're not the law. He's got to be executed properly, hasn't he?
I'll do it proper. I'll do it on the block if he needs me to.
Just trying to find out. She says, well, I don't really know. It seems that first time round, the watchman assigned to escort him just didn't show up. Clean vanished. Now, given some of them were young Freud loyalists, so they might have got caught up in all the young Freud mess that happened not so long ago. Others, well, a few were found drowned far down the river, just disappeared. Seemed to happen both times. Since then, like I said, sodden cowards say no every time I ask them.
That to me doesn't sound like act of God. Sounds like one of his mates trying to stop him from dying.
So what's this escort involve? Distance? Is it within the city, or are we leaving the city?
No, that's... You'll take him from the barracks, or the cells, escort him down through the town to...
The Marktplatz, is that where they do it, or?
No, hold on.
Wasn't there something outside town?
The Moors Field.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, down here, isn't that a pit fighting place?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The Moorsfield is Moor's the god of death, isn't he? So it's
Correct.
Yes.
something to do with the either executions or cemetery or something, or both. Could be convenient. Execute them, bury them in the next plot. I thought it was like northwest of the city, but
Northwest is the cemetery.
that's probably why I was thinking Woolsfield was up there by the cemetery.
Yes, well, the plan is round about now before dawn. South side of the Teufel will collect our prisoner. We'll take him along the bank of the Teufel, exiting Uber's right via the West River Gate, escort him a short way to Moore's Field, where the block awaits him. And
So what's that? West out across here, and then over the Alban to here.
yeah,
Okay. Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
It's only what? Half mile?
Yeah, but you notice everyone else is taking him out there has got killed.
Well, maybe
Yeah,
we'll be a bit more
480
cagey.
yards as a crow flies.
Sorry, what was that, Zed?
About 500 yards as a crow flies.
Were any of the other watch under Klumpenklug when they were hired to take him out by any chance?
No,
I wouldn't put it past him.
it was former Watch Sergeant Sen something or other. Second time round, she was a young Freud loyalist. She convinced a bunch of her people not to be part of it. She didn't want any part of it herself. Since the young Freud incident, she's gone.
They had a whole shuffle up, didn't they, with these?
Yeah. This new Altdorf crew can't be asked. Still complaining about being demoted from the army, I hear.
And he's definitely 100% guilty.
Tried by a judge, found guilty. Yes.
So were we, and we were innocent.
Well,
No, we were for
He's in-
this.
innocent of murder. But we kind of were involved in the riot.
That's
were
not our
defending
fault. I wasn't defending ourselves, yeah.
Everyone else
True.
got fined. We got sentenced.
True enough.
Yeah, but the MacGuffin has to get you into the plot somehow.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What would have happened if we said we'd go break rocks for 5 years?
I'm just pointing out that being found guilty by a lawyer and a judge does not necessarily mean that they were guilty. But
But from your perspectives, if there is a signed piece of paper from a judge saying he's guilty, then he's guilty.
Hmm.
You know, you marching him there, you would have every right to do so.
Yeah.
Etc.
Sometimes a soldier's got orders.
if it gets us out to watch duty, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'm in.
Do we need to clear this with
No.
the Sarge? Or are you able to get us some
Can we?
alternative duties while we take this fellow to the field of more?
Oh,
Do you look-
can we work out what our
How
rota?
do you do, gentlemen? Talk to the captain, talk to the sergeant. It's your call.
When do you need it done?
4 days.
And what duty will we be on in 4 days?
And we roll d6. 1 to 3 is daytime. What do you want? What do you want? Call it. Well, you call it. 1 to 3 or 4 to 6, day or night.
4 to 6, day or night? Night
Well,
time, sorry.
4 to 6 is night time. There we go.
Yes. Sorry.
It's 9.
Well, it's okay then. We don't need to tell anybody. We can do it while we're off duty.
Yep.
Well, hang on. Shouldn't they know? Because if you're gonna get us all out of the watch.
Well, the execution's when the execution is. The judge sets that, doesn't he? So
Mm.
Well, look, gentlemen,
We're helping out. We're helping out a fellow comrade here.
I can give you 2 days to decide. Sounds like you've pretty much made your mind up, but 2 days. Meet me here. Let's have a final discussion. Tell me if you're in then.
Thank you,
Now-
Isla.
Let's have the Bugmans.
To answer your question, a government is the system or group of people governing an organized community. Generally,
Is that?
That's really good to know that.
definition. Government normally consists of legislature.
She's a witch. She has a speaking thing.
Alexa, stop. I've done that before. That's my sound system, my sound bar, deciding that I said Alexa at some point.
You should have said that.
Didn't think it was due
What
to
was
do
he
that.
describing? I couldn't hear it.
Say again?
Right.
What was it describing? It sounded weird.
Types of government. It might be one of my children trying to do an Alexa query upstairs.
So we'll have a couple of days to think about it. And we decided, nah, that's not a good enough plot hook. So
We want to continue down the whole.
yeah, we want just another 6 months of petty crime and just finding people. So that's all we want.
And just think
Well,
how
if
much
we're
money
good
we'll
enough for a
make.
full set of armor, then yeah. Maybe.
I think we're in, but is there anything else we want to find out before we just turn up and get killed?
I wouldn't mind finding out more about the case. Like,
Okay.
is the
Do a
potential
bit of background on this guy. Yeah.
is he likely to have any allies come storming to help him that we've got to watch out for?
All
It's
right.
always good to know who's going to try and come and kill you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can we also go around the village and clear up all the side quests?
Yeah, I'd be here until I was probably 90. doing
Yeah, if you
side
want
quests.
100% the city, it's going to take forever.
Yeah.
Just an example of that. Level 43, leaving Act 1 in
That's right.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Plenty to do. Okay. All right. So let me go around each of you and I'll ask you over the next 2 days what you're doing in particular. Are you looking for information or not? So, Dar, what's Ella doing for the next 2 days?
Just finding people.
You're just going about your day-to-day job. Are you inquiring at all about Mara?
Oh yeah, I am. But then I'm using my intimidation on people.
You're using your intimidation on people. Okay. Give me a challenging intimidation roll, please. Unsuccessful.
Did that add my extra +1 SL for my talent?
Yeah, that's why you got +1 there.
Yes.
Yeah, I rolled hard and 4, didn't I? All right, yeah.
Yeah, you failed it, yeah.
That's why you've got a no but.
Yeah. Because you got no but.
Intimidating people doesn't yield a great deal of information. Most people are more scared of you than open up to you. The best you find is that you go through a couple of different people in different parts of the city. One tells you that Holdemara, don't hurt me. Yeah, I've heard of him. Innocent man, wrongly accused. The judge was a bastard. The other one, yeah. Don't hurt me. He was a stonemason, right? Really good at his job. Really precise, from what I heard. I heard someone tell me that he's really a demon in human form, and that's why he was so good at that stoneworking. Please don't hurt me though. That's all I can tell you. I can't tell you any more. Don't know anything else. I swear.
If he was a stonemason, where did he work his stuff
All
from?
right. Look, go talk to his fiancée, Kristin Gabauer. She sells stuff over in the marketplace. A nice, you can't miss her. She's a slightly more upmarket seller of tools for merchants. Please, that's all I do know. I promise I know nothing else that I'm holding from you. Don't hurt me.
All right, I won't hurt you anymore. Actually, was I playing him in the first place?
No more.
Won't hurt you anymore. Yeah, I was like, yeah. I mean, intimidating people, I'm not actually hurting them.
But it's
But
the fact that,
you're the one that said anymore.
is that implied violence if they don't tell you what you want to know.
Yeah.
All right. Elgast, what are you doing?
I'm quite a horrible person, aren't I?
Try and find out more about him and the family, see if they've got any links to witchcraft.
I forgot to write down the name of
See
that
if they
woman.
could have been possessed.
Kristen.
Matty, did you get that written down?
Just while Elgast is doing this, I wouldn't mind working with Elgast to assist in his investigation, because I think that's probably what Rembrandt is meant to be doing at the moment anyway, but till this kind of got in the way.
All right. In which case, then, I'll have an average gossip test from Elgast, please.
Oh, Longman's better at Rembrandt's better at it than me.
Or whoever.
Can I roll then? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm happy to roll. Average gossip. Any benefit from? We said that gossip was on its own, wasn't it?
No, I'll give you the benefit, and that's why it's average rather than challenging.
Oh, that's not good. I'm going to re-roll that one. Oh, that's not a lot better. But
Mine's not failure. It's still much better than what I'd have got.
After getting information from Ella and making your own inquiries, the three of you, the following day, so the day after you've met, the day after you met, so like the second day, basically, that you met Ilsa, you finally tracked down Kristen at a slightly better looking stall in the marketplace, selling various tools for merchants. Well, I can tell you, with the same conviction that I prayed to Sigmar, he did not kill. So he did kill those men, yes, but it was in self-defense. They told him terrible things, said he was one of them, though he knew them not. When he refused them, they tried to take him by force.
who was them?
Man is Olga. I've been praying to Sigmar and Verena that someone helps him before it's too late.
Who were they? The ones that tried to take him?
She doesn't know. Never seen him before in my life. In his life, he said. Doesn't even know what the terrible things were that he mentioned, or at least if he did, he wouldn't tell me anything about them. You gonna save him?
Maybe. We need to find out more.
How, if he's already been
What happened
judged?
to the bodies of the
The people he killed.
Oh, they're buried in Moore's Field.
more importantly, their possessions? Anything to identify who they were?
You said he was one of them.
That's what I was
You're
looking
not
at.
there. You're not there, Dart.
They claimed.
They claim Dart is there.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
They-
but why?
He was one of them.
One of whom? Who do they mean?
She doesn't know.
We can find out if he is innocent. We'll do our best to help him. So if there's anything that you do know that might help us find out who these people are.
You can always ask him when we.
It's a good question. Are we able to visit him?
Into jail cell.
Well, technically, we could ask him as we're escorting him, but
That's a good idea.
Get a look at the guy before we escort him on the day.
You would need permission from the court.
Even if we could get it, that would raise a lot of questions.
I wouldn't bother trying that. Then.
It's good that you prayed to Sigmar.
Sigmar be praised. I will
If
pray.
anyone can help him, it would be Sigmar if he's innocent.
I would pray again to Sigmar and Verena that you can help him, that you can prove he's innocent. Lanwin. Remember everybody's names. Got to remember people's names. Lanwin.
I'm kind of stupid because they've asked my questions, but I'm going to try and take down a different avenue, and I want to just casually ask people about that demon, more of the stonemason. You know, he said to have knocked people's heads off. Surely such a horrible person shouldn't be in this city.
Give me a challenging gossip test.
That's what happens when you hit him with a large stone mattock.
I think he probably uses fists.
Oh, look at that.
That's very good.
Was that challenging as well? Shit.
Yeah, that was good.
You
right?
posty, you.
I know. I'm a gossiping son of a bitch.
Yeah, you spend a good part of the day and evening just generally chatting to various people, trying to figure out more information than what you've got. And
what generally I'm looking for is to be on the side of the people that want to. Do you know what I mean? The people that tried to get him, and if I come across anything like that,
well, okay,
that's the avenue I was going down, to be sort of like, oh, he was, yeah, clearly a demon with his strength and his artwork and. Yeah.
You don't seem to get much attention. Nobody seems to pick up or particularly home in on that. But what you do get is you're chatting to kind of an old gnarled man in one of the pubs. Well, I remember that one. Demon, you say? Not sure about that. Impressive that he got away with 2 state executions, mind. Though I heard that the watch were just chased off. It was that Watch Sergeant Lenora Sendener seemed to disappear just before the Jungfrau purges, to be honest. 1 minute she was there, leading the way for the second execution attempt with her men. Men went missing. She went missing not long after it.
Oh, peculiar.
Yeah, but me, I know where you can find her.
Seriously?
Yeah. He kind of taps the table in front of him.
I'll slide over a coin. Silver.
Upstairs, room 7.
You mean right here, right now? Lenora Stendar is upstairs.
Room 7. You're currently in the Red Moon Inn. On the basis that you know Speltman stays here, you decided to kind of just see if anybody might know anything and keep an eye out, see if Speltman has returned. No sign of Speltman. This guy's telling you that this
Nora Standard.
tender is upstairs.
I'll thank the master. You have a good evening and stay safe.
Oh well. You enjoy yourself as well.
Thank you. I'm going to turn to my comrades and whisper to them exactly what I've just heard, and that maybe we should pop up to room 7.
You head upstairs. Room 7 is towards the back, left-hand corridor. As you kind of come up the main staircase, door is closed. There is a small flicker of a candle from the flicker of light from under the door frame. Somebody's definitely home.
What side of the building is this on?
It'd be on the left-hand side.
Right. Is it worth somebody going outside and just waiting under a window in case she tries to make a run for it?
Who's there on this? All of us, or are the two groups?
It's
We're
up
at
to
the
you.
market.
Up to you. You could have all met up. You know, you could have had your conversations in the early evening. Met up with Elwyn down at the Red Moon pub. In.
Okay.
Well, just mention what I would have done.
Go on. Sorry.
Yeah, I would have gone down the route that we're going to take.
Okay.
And look for any sort of checkpoints or any places that could cause a problem to the possession.
Okay. Yeah.
And also look at gossip and find out what happened at which particular points of the route happened before.
Okay. Sorry, Jack. You're so quiet. Sometimes I forget you're there. Give me a gossip roll.
Yeah, let me just
Challenge it.
let's have a look down here. Gossip.
Did you let any of us know you were going to do that? I'm assuming we've had a couple of conversations about it.
Probably, yeah.
It's something that I was going to suggest to do at the night time before the morning.
My God.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
Oh, no, not.
No, it's not.
No, the opposite of beautiful.
So you walk the route. The route is a plain route from the west gate over to Moore's Field. From your expert eye, there appears to be no suitable places for an ambush.
All right, I was going to do the
No
unfortunate.
problems on the road.
Yeah, okay.
More to the point, nobody really wants to speak to you.
And do you realise that you've actually gone out to the east of the sea?
I think I've gone down a
Total different direction.
gone down a completely different route,
Yeah.
and I get blank stares from people. What are you on about?
Yeah. I'll say behind the below the window if you're going up to the room.
All right.
I'll go with
All of
Langan.
you are present, apart from your other two erstwhile companions who are currently doing something in the barracks that is unspeakable. Not necessarily together, or definitely not together. I would not be that presumptive on player characters.
But you're a child.
Tune in next week to find out.
So what you're doing, you're all, a couple of you are, or one of you at least is under the window outside. The rest of you are kind of crowding this narrow corridor.
Narrow. Well, outside the room.
Yeah, the question is, do we go in hard or do we knock?
I'm suggesting to Ella to behave.
Yeah.
Hang on. Is this the person that guy gave us a name, or is this?
No, this is the this is the old watch captain.
Yes, the former watch captain, Sergeant Lenora
Yeah.
Sendina.
Former watch captain.
Yeah, she legged it, or she disappeared on the last execution.
She was supposed to escort them and didn't turn up. Disappeared.
And she just went missing, and she's here.
Apparently.
Allegedly, yeah.
All right, well, fine. I'm just following you guys' lead.
I'm going to knock
Yeah.
on the door.
Just a minute. Door opens. She looks at you. Huh. Not surprised to see you here. It's taken a while. Come in.
Hello, Lenora. And follow her in.
Don't tell me. Olga Maurer.
Just give a kind of a bit of a nod.
Cases. Just don't die. Do yourselves a favour. Walk away. Nothing good will come of it.
It's not that simple.
You know the men that accuse Mara of his crimes are all dead save one? Butcher named Narb Ditwin. Heard his shop burnt down recently.
Really? That was a shop, the butcher's shop?
Yeah. About a month and a half ago.
Yeah, we tried to save it.
That were you. I did hear the watch put together. I heard that I heard the ball sack clump and clue claimed that one.
He's claimed a lot that's not right either. But that's a different matter. That's just Clump and Clue being Clump and Clue.
Well, pity he didn't suffer the fame.
So, what's your theory on this then? Someone clearly wants Mara alive.
There are things in this world, if you ever learn them, you'll wish for ignorance. For my part, I think Mara is innocent, but it doesn't matter. They want him.
Who's they?
Who's they? We've heard they twice now.
She looks at you, shakes her head. This here, and she holds up a badge. This here says, fuck off. The Emperor himself is telling you to move on. Sigmar be with you.
I'm sorry, Lenora, but once you walked away from your job, that badge means jack shit.
What badge is she showing us? Said
She's showing you the badge of a of a captain of the River Wardens. Not the what?
Yeah, but she ran away from that.
No, she went away from the watch. River Warden's something different again. It's like the Road Wardens.
Oh crap! Yes, yeah, the troll. They were the ones we were going to go for the troll, weren't we?
Yeah.
So she's a river warden, not.
She is a River Warden, not a watch captain.
So maybe she. Did you have some kind of deal with Isla Fastenwustend?
No. I just thought it'd be appropriate to have a change of career.
So you legged it from the watch and joined the River Watch.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, we killed the troll as well.
Troll?
Yeah, they're one of the docks.
Bully for you. Bet that was good.
Almost Solby pants, to be quite honest.
That's the first honest thing you've said in the last 10 minutes. And with that, you find yourselves being kind of arms out, manhandled by this rather burly woman as she's kind of forcing you out of her room.
I'm going to step in and stop her.
Come on, Alan. Look, I think we've been told we're not getting any further here, so.
But she hasn't given us jack shit.
She hasn't given us a lot, but we keep hearing about these they.
Who are
Who the
they?
hell are they?
You want to know who they are, because whoever they are is probably like, no one's telling us who they are. It's probably because everyone's so scared of them anyway.
Maybe it's them.
They them.
Yeah, I was like, don't really want to get involved with someone who doesn't even have a name.
Tell you what, you give us a little hint about who these people are, and we'll get out of here. Probably you know more. If you think this guy's innocent, you never know.
You ever
We might be able to prove it.
You ever heard of the shifting grasp?
Shake my head.
No.
Like I said, there are some things you don't want to know exist. Suggest you walk away from this.
What, just staying with the watch for 3 more years?
Come on. You know we can't walk away from this.
Especially if he's innocent.
I mean, I'm quite fun roughing up people for the watch rather than criminals, but still, 3 years.
You quoted Sigmar's name. You know what his tenets of faith are. We oppose evil in all forms. That's the core and strength of the Empire.
Laugh at that.
Well, if you want to go down this line, this route, it's on your heads.
It is.
Whatever you've been offered for this job, it's not worth it. Just know this. When everything is dark and you think it can't get worse, that's when the shifting grasp will let their presence be known. Now, I need to sleep. I have an early morning ahead of myself. It looks we're in for some weather.
Mm-hmm.
And she really does get you out of her room.
I'm guessing it's going to be foggy tomorrow. Or on the day of the...
Yeah, you can guarantee it, can't you? Crossing a prisoner.
Take a 10-minute break.
Ooh,
Cool.
And
Yeah,
we'll
tell-
roll into the second part.
time for a whiskey. Haha.
You like a whiskey drink?
I like a drink.
I was waiting for somebody to say that.
Sing songs about the... What is it? Songs about the good times?
Yeah, songs about the best times or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dragonmoor tonight.
Oh, which one, sorry?
Dragonmoor.
Ooh.
I will
Yep.
back shortly.
See you soon.
Don't call me shortly.
Good luck. We're all counting on you. Hello.
So what do we reckon then?
It's all a bit shady to me.
Well, either way, we haven't got a choice, but
I for one, am not there to give an innocent man an execution.
Me neither.
but if he is possessed,
Well,
he may not be in control, but there may be something there that's actually killing people.
I've never heard of a possession. That
Witchcraft, or if, as they said, gods of chaos or something maybe on his side or something. We all
But-
know weird things can happen.
and what would you rather do, Elgast? Would you rather burn him?
I say we talk to him as we escort him, find out what's going on. It's the only way we're going to find out more information.
I do think that before we escort him, maybe Volquin can maybe take another look down the road before we set out,
Yeah, that's
and maybe someone should go with him. And
Sounds
I don't mind going with him because I've travelled many roads before. And that way, if anything goes wrong, I can leg it back as fast as I can to tell you.
rather than helping, you mean run?
Information is the key. I'd like to think that Volquin will leg it as well.
I do think we have to do this because we have to get out under Clump and Clue. We're never going to get free of him, even
No,
after the 3 years is up.
Yeah, he'll never
He
let us
won't
go.
let us go.
I'm of the mind that in 2 years and 11 months, something is dumped on us that keeps us there longer.
Yeah. We have to get out while we can. And this is the perfect way of doing it.
Yeah, I'm glad that Ella's keeping a diary. It must be good to be able to write.
It has its uses.
Yeah, I've delivered many messages, and I've always wondered what's in these things. Not that it's my right to look, but
No. Well, considering there don't seem to be enough people that can read and write, it's not as useful as you'd think.
no. But sometimes it's good to know things. I mean, I've seen plenty of trail scratchings, but
Well, if we get out of here, maybe I can help teach you.
maybe we could all take a class.
Something to pass the time as we're traveling.
Aye.
I suspect the only way we're going to get out of the City Watch is by leaving this town.
Yeah.
One way or the other. Where we move to. See what the fates take us.
Just must remember to spend all my money first.
Yeah, that's a good point. Do we need to spend our points before we start escorting him? Because if we're on the run from the town, is it going to reset and then we lose all our money and can't buy anything?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, something about you lose your excess money between when you start the next adventure type thing. So if this is leading up to the next adventure and we're out the city, we can't spend the money. Do we lose all the money before we can buy anything?
I'm going to buy lots of cheese and sell it at the next village. The thing is, I want to know who set us up as well.
Yeah, I do.
And it's clearly he was at the marketplace. But why was he trying to kill?
But if he's not here now, once we get out the town, we can start trying to hunt him down.
How long have we got? We've got like a day or so, haven't we?
Yeah.
Or not even that.
I think it's tonight that we have to get the decision, don't we? But then
Yeah,
we've
but
got
there's
2
2
days
days.
after that.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've got to take our chances with this opportunity, right?
Yeah, I do.
I don't fancy killing an innocent man, but maybe if these guys come to kill us, we can get something from them, confession from them.
Yep.
Maybe some evidence from them.
Question the prisoner as we're travelling: if something does happen,
No, it's
get
true. They
information
want to keep him alive. We're only taking him to his death. So
Maybe, well, this is what I'm saying. If we get ambushed or whatever, then we can hopefully tackle them, deal with them, and find out a bit more. Maybe,
Yeah.
if we think the guy's clearly in league with them, then we can execute him.
Well, I mean,
one way or another. If not, then maybe we can set him free, or convince what's her face to set him free, or
that's it. Give him another. Oh, somebody's dropped. Give him another.
His head's dropped.
Coat.
Yeah, well, quite. Yeah, exactly. If this ambush goes, whatever, isn't this a third? Isn't it say like the third time round he's free?
Yeah. So let's just move to the AFK channel. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, this is if this fails, he's free. He's classed as innocent. But
the most important thing is don't. If anybody ambushes us, don't kill them all.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, we need to try and.
Really
well, unless they ambush us and he immediately starts helping them, right? In which case, we kind of have our answer.
Yeah, but according to his fiancée, that his wife or girlfriend or whatever, he won't because he denied them already.
That's true, actually. Well, we don't know that, but that's what the hearsay is, isn't it?
Unless he is possessed, that takes him over.
You're obsessed with possession.
Oh,
it kind of is his job,
yeah.
What do you expect? That's my job.
But it's got a wart on his nose.
I haven't.
These villagers put it on me.
Some big scales
and a
duck.
I've just been looking at the cost of armor. It's like, unless we come into a lot of money in the next 2 days.
How much does armor cost?
Male coat is 3 gold. Male shirt is 2 gold.
I've got one of those.
Yeah, I know. That's right. That's what I'm saying. You've got about 15 gold's worth of possessions.
No, don't.
But if you count your horse, you have. Your horse is worth 15.
I'm not counting my horse because my horse is stabled currently.
But yeah, a shield is 2 gold. Male shirt
2 gold first. Jesus.
Yeah.
We can always find out where Sergeant Rudy lives and wait till he's at the pub and go raid the house.
See, funnily enough, a male shirt is 2 gold. Male coat, which covers the arms and body, is common. But that's 3 gold.
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah. And then if you're looking at weapons and things, bow is 4 gold for a normal bow. A crossbow, 5 gold. Crossbow pistol, 6 gold.
That's what I want. Have you noticed recently how the mail price is going up?
Not that much. Yeah, so It's armor I'm mainly looking for at the moment, and for the armor that Rembrandt starts with, I'm still a gold short.
I just bought a longbow or a short, but any bow. A
Yeah.
bow ...
They're more expensive than armor.
Yeah.
Cheapest short bow is 3 gold, same as a mail coat.
Get a sling. At least you've got something, man.
Believe it or not, the cheapest one, blunderbuss, 2 gold.
Yeah,
To be fair,
but how
it
much?
is a tube.
The problem is how much is the ammo though, because you got gunpowder and balls and.
Yeah. Also, it's classed as dangerous because it's got a chance of blowing up in your hands.
Yeah.
And then you've got all the different.
Oh, you used to be an adventurer like you until I lost my hands.
Yeah, large shield is 3 gold. Foil, rapier, 5 gold each.
To be fair, if I can get the money together for a mail coat, I would sell someone my mail shirt for a gold.
Do you know what? This is how you keep the rich in power, because the poor can't afford to buy jack.
Yeah. Oh.
Well,
we can afford to buy a jack, actually. It's only 12 silver.
It's 12 silver, yeah.
Well, all you have to do...
It's the fact that you can't buy anything with a pointy end.
Yeah. See, all Rembrandt has to do is sell his horse, and he can afford lots of armor.
But what we're going to eat?
But I can even carry it as well.
Yeah.
Well, don't call me horse for nothing.
Plate armor. Breastplate is 10 gold.
A man called horse.
Leggings is 10 gold.
I was thinking about maybe getting an open helm.
That's 2 gold.
Yeah, I can't quite afford it, but I'm not far off.
I'd like a breastplate.
Yeah,
well, we all would, but
no, boiled leather.
Oh, boiled leather one. That's
right, okay.
Silver. So you can afford
you can maybe afford that, can't you?
I have only got 7 gold. I mean, sorry, 7 silver.
7 gold. You've only got 7 silver pieces. How?
What do you mean, how?
What have you been doing?
We've been giving loads lately. What have you done with it all? What have you bought?
Well, I bought the leather leggings.
Well, so you have bought some stuff.
Armor already.
Yeah, I've got 18 silver and 45 brass, but 18 silver because I've been giving money to people.
Yeah, I've got 27 silver, but I am a class that is
How many
silver 1.
brass are there in a silver?
How many brass in a silver?
240.
240.
You guys see me scratching, pulling my beard? Tell
No,
me
it's not.
Because
Yeah,
12.
12. It's 240 in a gold.
I pull my
Oh,
beard
sorry.
out.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, sorry, what did you say?
12 brass in a silver.
Oh, okay.
20 silver and 1 gold coin.
I'm not far off having 2 gold.
Wow.
So, 10,
But I started with quite a bit, so.
10,
I've got 1 gold coin and some change.
10
I'm just
pennies
short of 1.5.
10 pennies make a silver.
No, 12 pennies make a silver.
12 pennies.
As I was saying, so if I could get 2 gold and someone would pay me 1 gold for my shirt, I could get, for the shirt, I could get a mail coat, which might not be bad.
If I click the consolidate button with that,
what I could do is I could buy your shirts off you beforehand, then you'd get the gold, and then you'd have enough.
I have.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Yeah,
that way. Yeah, I'd be willing to do that.
But we'll see when we get to the end of this phase of what people have got, because I think that's how it works, isn't it? At the end of each phase, you kind of.
I think so, but if we're on the run because we've let this guy go, we're not going to be able to go into town and buy.
Well, we're not just going to let him go illegally, are we? But
no, what we'll do is we'll dig a hole, put a lot of gold in it, and then come back later.
Yeah, that's clearly going to get dug up.
Yeah. I now have 1 gold, 1 shilling, and 9 brass pennies.
Yeah, I've got 1 gold, 7 silver, 7 shillings, and 18 brass. But I've not bought anything yet.
How much brass do you have, Dart?
29. No, sorry, 39.
If you click the little set of coins, you see the conversion money total at the top. There's a set
Right.
of coins at the end. Click
Oh,
that,
three
and it'll break it all down.
Yeah, so that's
Oh.
3 silver.
Oh, so I got 10 silver and 3 pennies.
So you've got half a gold.
Half what?
Half a gold,
Oh, right. Yeah.
basically. See, I'm going off the price in the rule book. Whether
Chance to haggling and things
Yeah.
like that, isn't there?
there's haggling and whether or not shopkeepers charge more or even less because we've been nice to the town.
Well, they charge a lot less when they're closed.
That's very true. That 5-finger discount.
Yes,
Yeah, that's where Thomas comes in.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
See, I was convinced Thomas was the thief. He's,
Do you know, so was I. So was I.
He's
he's
just
playing
light
it-
fingered.
Yeah, he's playing like a thief, but he's a trapper.
Yeah. But then again, if he is just a trapper can be
He's
a rogue
just-
character.
Trapping people's coins.
Yeah.
Who's Trapper?
I set a trap,
Trapper.
and all this
No.
gold fell into it.
Who's
I
a
have a-
Trapper?
Check.
I have a
Check.
bit of a crisis. So,
Oh,
You've got to go, dude. You've got to go.
Yeah.
yeah, let's call it there, guys. I could be 10 minutes. I could be 30 minutes. So I don't know how long I'm going to be.
Don't worry, but real life comes first.
yeah,
We
don't worry.
will
That was
continue this next session.
a good place
Yeah,
to stop anyway.
Take care, buddy.
No worries. I'll catch you later, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right.
Cheers, Ed.
Bye.
Bye.
Hope everything's all right.
Yeah, see him.
Yeah, it's nothing major. It's just I've got a mouse infestation in the house. It would turn out.
Oh.
Oh, the little
There's
shits get
mice
everywhere.
all over the place. So we need to get around quick.
But you've
Well,
got cats.
That's why we have a mouse infestation in the house because she's constantly bringing them in and then dumping
Oh yes.
them around the house. So yeah.
Right.
I need-
Well, they're not always dead, but I'm running away.
I'll catch you in a bit. I'll catch you later, guys. Have a good one.
Take care. Be
Cheers,
safe.
Ed.
Bye.
Got cats who's got mouse infestation.
The cat, I tell you what, cats are buggers are being live birds, and it's like just let them go.
Yeah, mine does that very occasionally, although more recently, not so much. They're usually pretty much
Take the
always
head
dead.
off. Yeah.
Well, Charlie's done that once, brought in a live bird. He's a Westie.
Brilliant.
Yeah, he came in, ran behind the settee, and sat there. And the bird was still in his mouth, but we managed to coax him out and prise his jaw open, and the bird flew up high, and we eventually caught it and let it out. But
Yeah.
he just wanted his own pet.
Oh bless. See, I've had to go to a customer's house before, and who I knew very well, and get a mouse, a really old lady, and I had to get a bird out of her house because her cat had brought one in.
Yeah.
And it's behind the back of the TV, and it's like, get out, you little.
You know,
I was just looking at this armor table. It gets quite heavy, doesn't it?
oh yeah. But see, the problem that you've got with plate. See, you can get more armor points using mail and leather because you can wear the mail over the leather.
Under.
But the impenetrable quality on plate means that crits are ignored,
Hmm.
and crits can be
The
nasty.
weak point thing.
Oh yeah, crits can be life altering.
Yeah, but there's also the weak points on them as well.
Yeah, but you've got to have a weapon with impale quality and score a
Al-
crit.
Also, well, yeah, you do, but also doesn't it ignore the fact it's a crit still? Because it's still impenetrable, right?
Yeah,
But
I think so.
it's
Yeah.
just your armor is not effective. So it's still pretty effective, right?
Mm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you have to? Yeah, I saw repairs somewhere in the book. Does that mean you have to repair things as well? to
Oh
get down?
yeah. I
Fair
think
enough.
they've all got a hit point value, haven't they, armor?
It costs 10% of the armor's base price per AP lost to repair it.
But bear in mind, wearing full plate as well is 11 encumbrance.
Yeah.
If you had to turn plate with nothing else, apart from maybe some tighty whities, that's 11 encumbrance.
So what does that mean? You have
You
to
need to
have
be
what?
strong.
I don't know how much encumbrance can you carry, Dot? It's on your trappings page at the top.
See, mine's one of 6 at the moment.
Mine's 6.
So yeah, you'd be 5. You'd be almost double your encumbrance wearing plate mail.
I've got nothing on mine, but then it's because I equipped. If you equipped your pouches, they produce your encumbrance, guys.
Well, yeah, because it means you're not carrying it in your hand, doesn't it?
Yeah, you'll put it on your body.
Yeah, I'm 2.207, and that's the hand weapons. And your coins add up in encumbrance as well.
Yeah, which is why it's good to break them down.
Yeah, I've only got 0.00.
I'm looking at getting, let's see, 2, 3. Yeah.
But yeah, I've got quite a lot of encumbrance value. I can carry 12, so
Yeah, I can only carry 7. You got the talent that gives it your.
I am horse. Of course, I have.
I'm still thinking of a man called Horse, you know.
See, I've got animal affinity, so I've got an affinity for Rembrandt.
Yeah.
That's one of my talents. Just random roll one.
Right, I'm going to kill the stream there.
Sensible.